Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and today I'm going to be taking a first look at a new tripod that I bought. This is from Davis and Sanford, and it is the Davis and Sanford 7518XB. It's part of the Provision model, and I got this for $160 on Amazon.com. I know it sounds like a lot of money for a tripod, but from what I understand, this is actually considered to be the more affordable and the budget priced option for good tripods. This is really primarily a video tripod, and I got it in order to do some nice smooth pans and tilts for some of the videos that I do and some of the reviews that I do. And we're going to do a little sample of that a little bit later on to show you how that works. But if you want to get this tripod, like I said, you can go to Amazon, but you can also get it from other sites like bnhphoto.com, and it should still cost somewhere around that $160 mark. So after taking it out of the box, this is the bag that it comes with, and there's a couple of different models. You can get the 7515XB, but you also might see the 7518B model, and the difference is kind of hard to find online. I believe the XB model comes with this bag and also a second plate for the tripod, and I think the regular B model just doesn't come with this bag. And it seems like there's a little bit of confusion as to whether the fluid head on this model is different than the fluid head on the other model, and whether this one is better or whether the other one is better. It's not too clear, but hopefully it'll still be just as fine regardless of what model you have. All right, so let's take this thing out of the bag. First, I'm going to start with the zipper up top. See what we have in here, and it's just a strap. Just a strap. You can put this on your back, on your shoulder, take it to wherever you want to go. All right, so I'm going to open up the main compartment here as soon as I can figure out where the zipper is. There it is. And you can also carry it like this if you want. I'm going to undo these Velcro straps and unzip it from both ends. There we go. And inside, wow, and this thing is pretty heavy. It can hold up to 18 pounds, so you can slap a whole big camera rig on top of this thing. As long as it doesn't exceed 18 pounds, it should be okay. I believe the tripod itself, at least according to UPS, is about 13 pounds. So it's a very beefy, sturdy tripod, and let me tell you, it is pretty heavy. Inside the bag, you also get this little secondary pouch here, which, when you open it up, you're going to get another plate. So the tripod already has a plate, but you get two plates, at least with this XB model that I got from Amazon. So that's always a good thing. Just in case you lose your quick release plate, you'll always have another one as a backup. All right, so here we go now. I'm going to have to take this out of the plastic. Let's rip this open. Man, let me tell you, I haven't owned that many tripods in my day, but this is by far the beefiest, the most expensive, and the heaviest and sturdiest that I have had. Now, let me tell you, on the side of this head here, it says FM18 squared fluid head. Now, I don't know if that means that this is a newer, upgraded fluid head from the other model and this one is better or what. But in case you're wondering, this particular model I got from Amazon does come with the FM18 squared fluid head. There's the Davis and Sanford right there, little tag information, and wow. All right, let's sit this guy down and just see what we're working with here. So I'm going to undo this. Check out, wow, that is nice metal. You know, we got these three. I mean, usually with some tripods, with a lot of tripods, you get like the single stick, and this one is nice and thick. You know, it feels robust. Feels like you can really do some damage with this guy here. And of course, we have to look at the fluid head itself. So we're going to bring this all the way down like this. All right, so I brought the tripod a little bit closer to the camera to show you some of the features this tripod has. Now, like I said, you can still do your pans and you can still do the tilts, but the way that you control them can be somewhat interesting. This little knob right here at like the bottom of the head, you just simply twist this to loosen it up, or you can twist it the other way to tighten it up. But when you loosen it up, it gives you the ability to get your pans to be a lot easier to pull off when you're holding these two sticks right here. And then when you tighten it up, let's just say you want to tighten it up all the way. Then when you try to move it, you see now I'm moving the tripod itself. So you need to loosen that up And then once it's all nice and loose, you'll be able to actually do the pans to your likeness. Now, the tilts are a little bit different. See, like this tilt right here is pretty nice. It's pretty smooth. But the interesting thing about that is that it is controlled via this knob right there. So the way that this knob works is interesting. It's like a little ratchet joint. Check this out. You try to turn it this way, it won't work because this is in the way. You can't do it that way. So the way that you do, you kind of just pull this out, and then once you get it to clear, you can tighten it up even more. So let's say I want to tighten it up like this, then I can pull this out, bring it back up to the top position, pull it down again to get it even tighter. So that's interesting. That's a pretty cool feature there. Or likewise, if I wanted to loosen it up, I have to go the opposite way. So I have to go this way to loosen it up. But you see, I'm stopped right there. I can't move it anymore unless I pull this out, bring it forward a little bit, and then go up again. And I can pull it out, make it go forward, push it up again. And then when I do that, I can get my my tilts back. So let me just show you that again. Tighten it up. I'm lifting the tripod because I can't tilt it. It's too tight. But when I use this ratchet and loosen it up, now I can. So that's pretty cool. And like I said earlier, you get two quick release plates. And the quick release plate, of course, is on the top of the tripod. And the way that you get that off is you have this knob here on the side that you simply have to turn to loosen it up. Then you can slide the quick release plate out. There's a button on the side of here because if you just try to pull it out, not going to work. You need to press this button here. Then you can pull it out. There's your quick release plate. Then when you're ready, you pop your camera on that. And you take this, put it back in. It can slide all the way to the back like that. If you hold the button, you can slide it straight out from the back. So you just bring it in. Let's say you want it to be right there. That's fine. Then use this little knob, retighten it up. I'm going the wrong way. Tighten that up again. And your quick release plate doesn't move. Press the button, try to move it. Not going to happen because it's still nice and tight. The legs on this tripod, the way that you get these legs to extend, and I'm not going to extend these legs simply because, you know, they're absolutely massive and it'll be much too tall. But as you can see, it has like the little clips like right there. Let's take a look at this middle one here so you can get a better view. There are the little clips that you're probably familiar with. So I'm just going to tilt this up a little bit and you just pull this out, and as you can see, it comes sliding all the way down. So, you know, it's the same type of, they're pretty tight, but it's the same type of release the clip and watch the leg go down kind of thing that you're probably used to with a ton of different tripods. But that's pretty much what this tripod is all about. And for now, let's put it to the test. I'm going to put some stuff out on the table and I'm going to experiment with some pans and some tilts, and we're going to see just how smooth it is. What you're looking at now is the Davis and Sanford tripod in action with its pans and tilts, and I'm using my Vegito statue as a way to show a clearer example of how smooth those pans and tilts can be. Now, I am also filming this using a Nikon D7000 DSLR along with a 70 to 210 millimeter telephoto lens. Now, because the D7000 is a crop sensor DSLR, on the far end of this lens is going to be the full frame equivalent to about 315 millimeters. Now, with telephoto lenses, the further you extend the barrel, the more susceptible the image is going to be to shakiness. And for this barrel to be extended all the way out, I think this tripod is doing a very good job of managing the shake. If you look closely enough, you might see some jitters here and there. Could it be the tripod or perhaps just user error? Well, it's really up to you to decide, but I am happy with the results that I'm getting so far from this tripod, especially since it only cost about $160, $170 on the more expensive end of things. So if you're looking for a tripod that's going to give you some smooth pans and tilts that won't break the bank and is pretty sturdy to boot, from my experience, I gotta tell you, this tripod does the job very well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.